Hey everyone, before we start, I just want to talk about Aatrox items and runes. And the first item that I would go for is Black Cleaver. Cleaver is really good for bruisers right now, and since this gives HP, damage, ability haste, and a Sunder passive, Aatrox can use all of this efficiently. Second item that I'd go for is Death's Dance. This makes Aatrox not only deal more damage, but it also makes him more tanky. If he's able to get a reset by taking down an opponent, not only will he get a reset on his ultimate, he will also get his HP back due to the passive of this item. Third item that I would go for is Steel-Plated Stasis. You could also go for the Mercury Threads if they have a lot of crowd control, or if you're feeling a bit strong, you could even go for the Ionian Boots. Next item is a flex, depending on what the opponent builds. If they don't have any Serpent's Fang, you could definitely build a Sterak's Gauge. This would also provide you with more HP as well as more damage at the same time. But if they have a Serpent's Fang, you could go for the Guardian Angel so that you would have a second life, or you could even go for the Divine Sunder since you would easily be able to proc the Sheen, and it also provides you with additional tanky stats. Last item is a flex, depending on the opponents. If they have a lot of AP in their team, you could go for the Spirit Visage since Aatrox benefits a lot from the passive that this gives, or you could just go for the Randuin's Omen if they are AD heavy. Sunder is a very flexible item. If they have a lot of tanks, then this could possibly be your second or third item to go for. Going to the runes, the first rune that I would go for is Conquer. Aatrox could easily stack this rune with all of the skills that he has, and he benefits a lot from the additional life steal that this gives. Second rune that I would go for is Sudden Impact. Since Aatrox has a lot of damage in his burst, this would make his damage a lot higher, and he could easily proc the second impact by just using his third skill, which is on a relatively low cooldown. An alternative for this would be the Triumph. If you want to become more reset heavy and want to get a bit more HP when you get a kill, this is also a good rune to go for. But since Aatrox has Death's Dance, his passive, which gives him a lot of HP, I would want to focus on going for Sudden Impact instead so that I would deal more damage. Third rune that I would go for is Hunter Titan. This is a very good rune, provides you with HP and reduces crowd control effects. Last rune that I would go for is Hunter Genius. Since Aatrox is a skill type champion, Hunter Genius would lower his cooldowns even more, allowing him to spam his skills a lot more as well. An alternative for this would be the Nimbus Cloak. If you are lacking a bit of mobility, Nimbus Cloak is a great alternative for this, or you could even go for the Pathfinder if you would want to focus on roaming instead. But generally, Hunter Genius will provide you with a lot of CDR, making you more mobile and allowing you to use your skills more. That is it for Aatrox items and runes, and I will see you guys in game. Going into the game, I'm going to be showing you how to play jungle Aatrox. In this matchup, I'm currently up against Riven, and in an Aatrox versus Riven matchup, this is pretty much dead even because both champions are bruisers that like to spam their skills. Here I switch to my control ward, move to one side of the map, then ward the river bush. The reason why I do this is not only to protect myself from invades, but to also know where the enemy jungler could be. Ever since the patch hit, jungle camps are now very squishy, which makes them easily invadable. So the clear that I'm doing here right now is the red side clear, where I go for my Krugs, Red, Raptors, and Flex, depending on what would happen on the map. Aatrox clear is one of the faster clears because he has a lot of spammable skills, having 3 stacks with his first skill, and his second skill dealing damage. His third skill could also be used as an auto attack reset as well. When clearing the jungle, one tip that I could give you is to always use your first skill twice so that you would be able to abuse the sweet spot, follow up atop with the auto attack, and then use the third stack of your first skill. This makes your clear a lot smoother, and in between auto attacks, you could also use the second and third skill. After clearing the Raptors, I check where I could go. I go for the blue buff instead so that I would be able to have a more efficient clear overall. Riven goes and tries to gank for the top side, so I know that she's gonna be in the top scuttler. So what I want to do here is to try and clear the blue buff as fast as possible so that I would be able to contest the scut. Even though I sacrificed my smite, I wouldn't be able to contest the scuttler. What I would want to do here is try to poke Riven as much as possible. I see that Lux is gonna be first. Beautiful flash bind. We're able to get a kill. Try to chase down the Yone. Hit him with the first skill. I missed my second skill. I chase him with a Q3 plus third skill, but I even committed my flash. Unfortunately, I miscalculated the range and Yon is able to get away. If I hit my second skill there, I would have gotten the kill, but I would take that because we're still able to get a kill overall. Aatrox is one of the most broken champions this patch, especially since he is flexible in multiple roles. He could be played in the Baron lane, mid lane, and in the jungle. But for now, I will be showing you how to play jungle Aatrox. Once I get my level 5, I look for possible lanes to gank. I see that Seth is doing a good job freezing the lane near his tower. This makes it for a possible gank. And I see that the bush isn't warded. And as soon as Kayn goes close, I go in for the gank. Seth makes a mistake of not using his third skill. And that's why I'm not able to get a proper gank. But overall, I think this is still a win because Kayn is not able to get close. And Seth has a great wave where he could easily freeze it, preventing Kayn from getting any CS or gold. Going for my first back, I look to go for my bot camps and see here Q1, Q2, second skill, Q3, and immediately the camp is cleared. Okay, Aatrox has a lot of variations in his combo, since what you want to do with Aatrox is to always hit the sweet spot with the first skill, and you would want to use your combo so that you could easily do that. Once you have more items, you don't even need to hit the sweet spot when clearing camps because his clear is really fast. With the second spawn of the red buff, this makes my gank a lot stronger, giving me a slow and additional damage. I see that our bot just died. I try to go for a chase. MF is able to slow. I use my third skill for the additional move speed. Hit him with a knockup. And with the move speed that the ultimate gives, I'm able to chase Misfortune down and easily get 2 kills. This is really good because Aatrox is a snowball type of champion. If I'm able to get early kills, I'm able to complete my items. And this would give me a chance to snowball the game. I already have my cleaver 4 minutes, which is really good. I will be in good time for the objectives to spawn. Going back to my camps, what I would want to do is try to clear my camps before the objective spawns. The scuttler is now up. I'm pretty confident that I would be able to contest the Riven here because of the early start that I got. Once taking the scuttler, I assess where I should go. Should I go for the Herald? Should I go for the Dragon? What I want to do here is try to contest where their jungler would go. Lux does a great job taking down the Riven, and this prompts me to start the Dragon because their jungler is currently down. Yone tries to poke the Lux at the mid side, and I immediately tell my team to come. Lux does another great play, takes down their mid laner, guaranteeing us to get a free objective. I secure it with my smite. I try to go for the Misfortune. My second skill hits. I knock up the Misfortune a bit. I have my second Q. I immediately use my third skill. Go for the dive. Get a reset. With all of the move speed that I'm getting, I get another kill. And a very, very successful dive from us overall. Riven tries to go for the Rift Herald. So I ping my team to try go for the contest. I'm deciding whether to go push the bot side or go home. I decide to go home because I know that my team will win the top side. They're able to take down the enemy jungler again. So this would give us time to be able to get the Rift Herald. The ulti of Aatrox is quite low and it's quite spammable, making it very strong, and you don't need to use it at the last possible moment. You can just use it at the start of the team fight because if you're able to get a takedown, it would reset, similar to Master Yi's ulti. Another fight happens on top side. Lux is able to go for a poke, and as soon as everyone disengages, I just go back to my own jungle because all of my camps are up and it's something that I would want to farm. What I'm doing here right now is looking at the passive, and Aatrox's passive is really strong because it gives him a lot of lifesteal, especially if you're hitting a very, very tanky target. The higher HP the opponent has, the bigger the lifesteal it gives. Seth gets ganked by the Riven and Kayn. I try to help him. Look at the burst that I'm able to give. Unfortunately, Seth goes down. Kayn tries to go away. I play it a bit safe and use the Rift Herald instead, so that we would be able to get the first tower and snowball my lead even more. Unfortunately, the Rift Herald didn't reach the platings, but I'm still able to get a lot of money. And at my next back, I'm able to complete my Death's Dance, which is very, very fast. With Cleaver, Death's Dance, this makes me deal a lot of damage and become very tanky at the same time. Another fight happens bot side. Even though our bot is quite losing a bit, I'm able to get counter kills. And the next thing that I'm doing here right now is trying to cover mid because Lux just went down. Plus, I'm really strong, meaning that they wouldn't be able to contest me as much. Going back to my camps, the next item that I'm trying to go for is possibly Zonia's or Steraks Gauge, depending on what would happen on the map. Since they have no Serpent's Fang user, probably Misfortune, but I doubt she's gonna build it, I would most likely go for the Steraks Gauge. But in case they have a Serpent's Fang user, you could go for Divine Sunder, which is another great pick since it would grant you even more lifesteal and you could easily proc the Sheen. A fight happens bot side, our set goes down, but I'm feeling pretty confident with my teammates, so I pop the ultimate, do a lot of damage. Look at how much damage I do to the Riven, 400 damage on 1Q. And with the Death's Dance plus Cleaver, I easily get my HP back. With all of the move speed that I get, I go for the Q flash so that I dodge Yone's ultimate, second skill, and chase the Yone down. Yone tries to flash out. My ultimate runs out, but I'm able to get a lot of kills on my end. After seeing the Ashe, I decide to not chase because I could easily get kited if I don't have my mobility spells. So, when in team fights, Aatrox ulti is very, very important because this would increase your move speed so that you would not be able to, so that you wouldn't be kited easily, and you would also get a lot of reset if you're able to get takedowns. That's why Death's Dance is very important with Aatrox, because if you're able to get takedowns, not only will you get your HP back, your ultimate will last longer as well. Before the objective spawn, I would always want to clear my camps since I could clear them easily, and I check if the opponent tries to play greedy, open up with the second skill. Riven is easily able to escape the second skill because of all the dashes that he has, but it's okay because what I'm after is actually the backline. If I'm able to enter the backline, then I would be able to take them down easily, granting me resets and possibly wiping their whole team. Dragon and Rift Herald are both spawning in 10 seconds. I go for the Dragon because at this point, Dragon is more important since there's no more plating and it's something that I would want to stack. Mountain Dragon is good as well, providing me with additional armor and magic resist. Our Lux gets taken down. Riven tries to go for the contest. Lux with a great ulti. Look at the damage that I'm able to deal, forcing the Riven to use his ultimate. So with their jungler out of the picture, I'm easily able to secure the Dragon. Vayne with the cleanup as well. We pull back the Ashe, get a lot of kills. Even though our mid laner went down, we're still able to win the fight. So not only am I tanky, I also have a lot of lifesteal and I have a lot of damage, which makes Aatrox one of the strongest champions in this patch. Herald is up, so I go there. With 3 members down, their jungler is not even up. This would most likely be a free objective. And looking at the score, currently 606 with 10k gold. I'm really strong right now, and I don't use the Rift Herald here because I'm able to get this. I would want to save the Rift Herald for other pushes. Currently at 11k gold, 1k GPM, which is really good. I go back to my own camps. At this point, the buff sharing is now enabled. So I want to clear my camps before going back. Looking at the map, checking on what I could go for. And since people just want to currently farm, this is good for us because we also have a Vayne Lulu when we get to the late game. Even though they have Yone, our late game is strong as well. A fight happens mid, I immediately go to end respond. I have my ultimate, I use my second skill, and my ultimate with the resets, with all of the move speed that I'm getting, Look at the damage, 400 damage on 1Q. This doesn't even include my auto attacks and my other skills. I used the Herald efficiently. I'm able to get the tower. We might even be able to get the third tower down since it's currently a 3v5. Yep, we take it down. I spam my skills. They're not able to get close. Lux does a great job forcing Ash's ultimate, and I go back to my own jungle. But my teammates are playing a bit greedy, so I try and go help them. As soon as they're safe, I go back and try to steal their camps before going home. Lux plays a bit greedy, so after clearing the wolves, I go and go for the contest. Riven dodges my skill, and then here I use the Q3 plus flash, go for the misfortune, get a reset. With the Death's Dance, I get my HP back. Another reset onto the Kayn, chase down the Riven, hit him with the first kill, and easily get a triple kill. Look how much HP I get. As you could see, I was 1/4 HP. Now I'm full health, trying to go for the end. Unfortunately, Yone is able to clear the minions, so I have no choice but to go back. With the enemy spawning in 10 seconds, I go back to base. Looking at the gold, currently 6.2k. I haven't even gone back yet. And this is Aatrox with just 2 items. What more if Aatrox gets more items, such as the Guardian Angel and Sterak's? This not only gives me more damage, this also makes me tankier overall. I look at their compositions and notice that they're all AD, so I would go for the Randuins instead of the Spirit Visage. Darion is playing quite well, currently at a 6-1 score, so even though we're able to take down their mid inhibitor, there's still a way wherein they could come back into the game. But once I get, but looking at my items with level 13, this would make Aatrox very scary. If I'm able to get at least 1 kill, I would be able to just win the team fight from there. Even though I don't hit the sweet spot, the skills are on a pretty low cooldown and deal a lot of damage. Trying to chase down the Ashe. She had Ghost, so we just burned her summoner spell. What I want to do here is try to force the Baron so that they would respond, and then we go for a team fight. But I'm just looking for the proper timing. What I do right now is to clear my bot side, get the red buff, try to share it with my team, and then set up for a Dragon or Baron play. Dragon is spawning soon. I know that we would definitely secure this, especially if they could contest. They don't have a lot of damage right now. Only their Yone has damage. Aside from that, they wouldn't be able to do much. And Aatrox is really good if the opposing lineup is very squishy. Misfortune goes for a face check, immediately bursts her down. This opens up Dragon to be taken. Their jungler is in the top side. What they would want to do is try to take down our top tower with the Yone defending bot. This would be a free dragon, and having 3 dragons is really good for Aatrox, giving him a lot of damage and a lot of durability at the same time. After securing the dragon, I decide to go for the Baron because this is the best time to go for the objectives. Having 3 dragons and a lot of items, we even have a strong late game scaling compositions. I also have Lulu to ult me if they try to contest, and I could go for the all-in. I check their positions. I see that their Yone and Misfortune are quite far, are both quite far. The Riven, not sure where she is. She tries to go for the contest or flash. We safely secure the Baron Nashor. Tank MF ultimate, use our own ultimate and chase the opponent. Aatrox looks very scary with Lulu ulti. Try to chase them down. Unfortunately, they have a lot of kiting spells, but look at the damage that I'm dealing to the red buff, 1.3k on 1Q. If I have my ultimate, I would be able to bring them down, and the cooldown of my ulti is very low as well. As you could see, 12 seconds before I have my ulti again, but I don't even need it because most likely we would be able to end the game. Yone tries to go for the clear, but since we have our Baron buff, Yone wouldn't be able to defend the Nexus, and that's a GG. Good game from us. We played that really well. Well, we missed quite a few combos, but Aatrox has always been banned. It's quite hard to practice this champion. We get 100% in Grandmaster, which is really good. MVP with a lot of awards. 1209, perfect KDA as well. Almost the most damage dealt, but damage taken. We top the charts, and that's how to use Aatrox Jungle. I hope you guys enjoyed our Aatrox Jungle, and I hope to see you next time. Peace out. Ciao, ciao. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.